So the Jets traded for Davante Adams, and what really drives me crazy is how these media types out there, the Nick Wrights of the world, are crapping all over this move as if this doesn't matter. They're talking about all the Jets' problems. Yes, we know the Jets can't stop the run. Yes, we know the Jets have offensive line problems, but the Jets also had problems in the passing game because Allen Lazard was dropping everything and Mike Williams was running the wrong routes. So bringing in a guy like Davante Adams, who has played with Aaron Rodgers before, has been successful with Aaron Rodgers before, and knows the system. The guy can come in and play on Sunday. Come in and make an immediate impact on Sunday. To act as if that is not going to make a difference on this team is simply asinine. Yes, I know the Jets have their problems. Greg Zuerlein can't kick a field goal. But to go back to the game last night, Tyler Bass missed an extra point. Tyler Bass missed field goals too. It was a windy night. I'm not making excuses for Greg Zuerlein. He should have made those field goals. He's been inconsistent throughout the year. But the Jets held the Buffalo Bills to 20 points, which is pretty good considering they could not stop the run. Held them to 20 points, had a ridiculous touchdown taken away, had 6 points negated from missed field goals. The Jets could have easily won that game, and they lost that game in typical Jets fashion. I am not making any excuses. But to act as if the Davante Adams acquisition is nonsensical, because the Jets have other needs. Where are they going to get a run stopper? They're making it sound like this team has all these options to correct the issues they have, and they are simply ignoring them because they want to bring in Aaron Rodgers as friend. That's the way they're making it sound, and it's so typical. It is so typical. Look, you guys know, if you watch the streams, if you watch the Jet stream with me last night, I make no excuses for this team. I am as frustrated as anybody else. But it's so ridiculous when the media types come out, when the team does something to improve, and they still crap all over it, as if it doesn't matter. Let me tell you something. This is the NFL. We know teams can get hot at the right time, and just in that little streak of time when they get hot, that can be a difference maker, especially if it comes during playoff time. Will the Jets make the playoffs? I don't know. They can. I mean, it's not like the schedule's very difficult right now. And look, yes, they started off slow, but remember, and to Colin Cowherd out there, who has been crapping all over the Jets offensive line, in the summer, he was even saying it's going to take the offensive line some time to gel. You're talking about maybe 5-6 games. These are guys that have not played together. It's going to take them some time to gel. Offensive lines just don't get thrown together and all of a sudden they're awesome. So we're talking about what? We're going into week 7. Maybe the offensive line issues will sort themselves out. Maybe they won't. Morgan Moses is banged up. I mean, we have issues at both tackle spots. Aaron Rodgers also is coming off an Achilles injury and has not played football for a long time. I mean, this was his 6th game. I mean, if you're looking at this game and thinking that offense did not look improved, I don't know what to tell you. And let's talk about Davante Adams again. So you mean to tell me we're going to bring in Davante Adams on this offense and it's not going to make a big difference? It's going to free up Garrett Wilson, who the defenses had to focus on because he was really their only playmaker in the passing game. That's going to free him up. They're going to have to focus on Adams. They're going to have to leave one of those guys open. You can't double team them both. It's going to free up Breece Hall. It's going to free up the running game a little bit. Now you have to worry about a reliable target in the passing game that Rodgers can get the ball quickly to. And Rodgers can get the ball quickly to his receivers. We know that. This is a guy he feels comfortable with, a guy he's had success with in the past. And again, these media types are acting like this is not a big deal. Look, I don't know if the Jets are going to go to the playoffs. I don't know if they are going to go to the Super Bowl. But this move made them a better team. And to see all of the laughter going on as if they had these options and they made a ridiculous choice by going after Davante Adams, it's just so typical and it's sickening. Another thing is the Robert Saleh thing. You have people on TikTok acting as if, oh, the Jets fired Robert Saleh. Oh, and they still lost. Nothing changed. What do you mean nothing changed? The defense looked the same. Defense is banged up, by the way. We should have Hassan Reddick on the line. And if the Jets figure out a way to get Hassan Reddick on that line, hopefully that'll generate a pass rush, but they're having trouble generating a pass rush. But the secondary is also banged up. But the defense did not look horrible. Didn't look great. It's not an elite defense, but it didn't look horrible. Didn't look any different than when Salah was there. So there's that. Did not look worse. That's the key. Also, the offense, I don't care what anybody says, that offense looked 1,000 times better. If you're saying it didn't, you're not watching the games, because you're seeing motion, you're seeing things that I could not predict what plays were coming. And with Nathaniel Hackett, if you watch my live streams, I would sit there and predict the plays before they're happening. If some goofball sitting in a chair on YouTube can predict those plays, what do you think defensive coordinators can do? So I don't know. I'm just getting sick of all the negativity out there. There are things that, as Jet fans, sure, we see time and time again, we see year after year, but this team could turn it around. Let's see what they do in Pittsburgh. You have Pittsburgh coming up. You have New England coming up. That could easily be 2 wins. And whatever happens from there, I don't know. But the schedule's not hard. And don't be shocked if this team does roll off 10, 11 wins, gets into the playoffs, and then it's a whole new season from there. So stay tuned.